And up next, we have James Kondwani Kumwenda from Ohio State University.
Good afternoon, Yali. I want you to tell me what you see. What do you see? You see overload. What do you see? You see friction. What do you see? You see people and goods that are determined to get somewhere. As you look at this picture, you see heavy burden and overload. You see people and goods that are determined to get somewhere. Now, what if I was to tell you that this picture represents health systems in Africa? Many of our countries have health systems that are heavily burdened while being under-resourced. But we miss one essential factor. They are determined to get somewhere. Each of our countries have the opportunity to innovate and find solutions to the problems that we face. Now, as we reflect on health systems in Africa, it's important to remember this important truth about health systems, which is that every system is perfectly designed to produce the results it produces. Allow me to take an example from my country in Malawi. My colleagues will forgive me as it's a little bit political. This headline appeared in many of our newspapers. It came from a report from the Ministry of Health that gave 3 alarming facts. It said that 1/3 of the national drug budget was being lost due to theft. It said that up to 50% of a specific drug, lumefantrine artemether, which is an antimalarial, when supplied to a hospital, was being stolen from the hospital. Now, just like you, everybody was shocked. The president commented on it, and you'd walk in a minibus and people were commenting on it. But should we be surprised if every system is perfectly designed to produce the results it produces? But how do you respond to this sort of a problem? How do you find a solution to this? How do you build a system that produces the output of accountability and effective delivery of health services? One way is through systems thinking. We have to ask fundamental questions. Who are the key stakeholders in the system and subsystem we're trying to build? What are the relationships? What are the relationships that us as leaders must build in our organizations? Who will come up with the solution? Who will fund the solution? Is the solution sustainable? As a doctor working in the Ministry of Health, we started layering this and looking at it layer by layer. As we looked into it, I found that the system itself for drug management made it not just possible to steal, but easy to steal. The problem was not the output, it was the system. So I decided to engage the head of health for our district to get buy-in from him, and then to form an implementation team, to gather information on the problem, to say how can we build a system that tracks a single drug across a single unit in a department of our hospital. You got to start small if you're going to do something significant. Right now, we're beta testing a system called LATS, where we're tracking lumefantrine artemether, the most stolen drug, and saying, can you track it through the system? I'm privileged to be in a room this afternoon full of young and exceptional leaders. But the key thing about being an exceptional leader is you do not just create solutions. Exceptional leaders build systems that generate solutions. As you reflect on the problems in the health system in your country, what systems do you have to put in place? How do you have to step back and rethink the system for delivery of health services in your country? As we look to the future of healthcare across Africa, there are 4 things that are going to make a significant difference in the delivery of health services. The first is equity. The next is the development of communication in our countries. The next is the harnessing of information technology. But then there is also systems thinking, thinking systematically and developing solutions for Africa. Leaders and managers, I challenge you to think systems and think solutions and create the Africa we all dream of. Thank you.